My camera battery thinks it's really cool by overheating on me. That's the tea, sis. But on a real note, I have been filming for 20 minutes and I just don't know how I'm going to cut this down. So we may be in for a long one.
But if you close your eyes.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a favorites video. So I thought because we are coming upon spring, even though here in Ohio it is like trying to decide what it wants to do, because it was currently 75 yesterday and now it's snowing. So we don't know what we want here in Ohio, but we are approaching spring and winter is in the passing somewhat, I guess. So I thought that I would gather up what I have been loving for these past few months. It's been a really long time since I have done a favorites video. So I gathered up a lot of stuff. A lot of it I have talked about recently in like the what I've been doing type videos and like what I'm doing with my fitness and health and all that stuff. So some of this stuff is nutrition and some of it is food, fitness related, and then there are some random things like a movie and some health related stuff, and it's just all over the place. Clothing, I don't know. So we're just gonna get right into it for sake of time. So I think I'm going to start out with nutrition because I have just been all over the place and I've been telling you guys, but I want you to like see some of the stuff that I've been loving. So I have been making my tea from Herbalife Nutrition. So I put aloe in it, and this is like an aloe concentrate, and this is the tea concentrate. This is raspberry and mango aloe. This is delicious together. I have mixed it up and I am sipping on a pretty large tea right now. And I really love it. That is really good for digestion. It's very important for absorbing the nutrients that you are putting into your body. So that is why I drink that. I try to drink it before my breakfast and before my dinner. Mostly because it's more convenient that way. I mix it up in a really big thing and I have it ready for me to just pour throughout the week. And I just did that and I love it and I'm really excited. So that is something that I have been doing every day for the last couple of weeks and have been loving it. It tastes super duper good. Another thing that I have been loving is making my protein shakes. So I use Arbonne's fiber. I love it. It is just a non-flavored powder and you just toss it into your protein shakes and it blends right in. You can't even taste it, and it helps get to your fiber goal for the day, which helps you feel full, helps you absorb nutrients better, and it just helps completely in the digestive system. You can look up all the facts. I'm no expert, but I know that it does help keep me full for a longer time. And currently in my protein drinks, I've been using Herbalife. So this is their Formula 1. This is the healthy meal replacement. This is mint chocolate. And then this is the protein drink mix, which provides the protein. And you just mix 2 scoops of this, a scoop of this, and you have water and some ice and you got a really good protein shake. But there's also all kinds of sugar-free syrups and some sugar-free pudding mixes and stuff like that that goes into those shakes, and they are delicious. So that is something that I've been trying to replace 2 meals a day with to help with some weight loss. I also have been loving my Bomar Nutrition. This is a huge 5-pound tub of their low-fat, low-carb protein birthday cake. Now, I almost dropped it because it's super duper heavy. I mean, this thing is massive. But I love this stuff because this is protein that you can cook with, or bake with, I guess I should say. You can make waffles with it. You can make pancakes. You can make cakes, mug cakes, muffins, all kinds of stuff. But you can also put it in coffee and replace your creamer. And this has been a huge game changer for me because I love my coffee and I love having that creamer. Definitely not so much anymore after I have done the Arbonne 30 Days to a Healthy Living Challenge. And I was kind of sad that I don't like coffee anymore. Like, it was a good thing because I didn't want to keep adding sugar and creamer and stuff into my diet, but I was sad because coffee really like gave me a nice little pep like boost, like something to look forward to. And so this is a great way for me to still get coffee, but it's not all the time. But I just put some of this in here, and then it's got 26 grams of protein in it, and it's my breakfast. So I don't know. I really like that. It has made a big difference in my diet, and I've been able to stay away from Starbucks, save money. It's only like 82 cents or something, 60 cents per serving if you do the math on that. So I really love it, and I've been really enjoying that. And then I have also been loving these 100% whole wheat English muffins. I know that this is kind of a silly one to add in there too, but I've been loving using these. I just fry up an egg and I use some turkey bacon, and I just use a little bit of, I can't believe it's not butter, like just a really little bit. Toast these bad boys, and then I have a good breakfast sandwich that's healthy and gets the protein in, and it's pretty good on the macros. I mean, it's under 400 calories, and it's a good filling breakfast. So I've been loving that. And I also have been loving the Kodiak cakes, the almond poppy seed flavor. This stuff is so good. Whitney Simmons talks about it all the time, and she loves Kodiak cakes, but really, who doesn't? But with the Bomar Nutrition, you can add a little bit of this mix with their protein and make really good waffles and pancakes and stuff. And so they are just a killer combination. A couple of things that have been really saving me this winter, and like as the season changes, like people are getting pretty sick, it's flu season still, it's just like, it's pretty craziness. So I have been using the, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, but it's Sambucol, I think, but it's black elderberry is like the key ingredient in here. It's just like this syrup that is full of antioxidants. It supports the immune system, and it is just really good for boosting up that immunity. So I've been using that. I want to also talk about this water bottle that I got. This is just from Walmart. I love this handle. I love this color. It is a tall, T-A-L. I don't even know like if I'm saying that right, but it just unscrews like this, and you just drink right out of it. It is 40 ounces of water, and it's like perfect. It's like not too huge to where like I can't use one hand with it. Then let's talk about this movie. Oh my gosh, guys, if you haven't seen the Jumanji remake with Jack Black, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Kevin Hart, Karen Gillan, if I said her last name right, I don't know, but this movie cracks me up. Cracks me up. I've seen it 5 times. I can't stop laughing every time. I love making references from this movie. This has been like my favorite thing. It's brought me a lot of joy these last few months because holy guacamole, it was so funny. And like Jack Black, I'm sorry, don't at me, but he was like the one that made that movie. I mean, Kevin Hart and The Rock are always amazing, every movie that they do together, but nobody could beat Jack Black's performance in that movie. He was just perfect. So I will say no more. Go watch that movie if you haven't, because it's hilarious. Moving on from a movie, which has to do with a screen, which has to do with blue light, I got some blue light blocking glasses. Now, I'm putting this in my favorites video, but I actually just received these in the mail today. So I do not know if I am going to be favoriting these, but I wanted to mention them because I thought that they were super duper cute, and they're from iBuyDirect. I think I paid maybe $40 or so for these, which I was really wanting to look into Diff Eyewear, which they're a really great brand, and I support their mission. It's awesome, but I didn't really want to pay $75 right now. I just wanted to know like if this concept would work for me. So hopefully the quality of these are going to be great and everything. So we will see. But I just wanted to mention these because I do a lot of work on the computer. I'm constantly looking at screens all day. I get headaches, and I wanted to start wearing my contacts more. And I thought it would be the perfect opportunity for me to wear contacts because I can wear these glasses and see if they help with the blue light blocking. A couple friends of mine have them and really, really, really like them. So I'm hoping that this was a good investment for me. I really like this little like box that it came in, and it came in this like really nice carrying case. But these are the Style Chilling. I'll see if I can't try to link all of this stuff down below somehow. I am not a YouTube expert right now. I am just learning, and there is so much stuff that's overwhelming me right now, guys. Like, this is a side note tangent. If you want to skip ahead, that's fine, but I just feel like there is so much that I have to learn about YouTube, like editing wise. Holy cow, like I feel like I haven't even cracked the surface of what iMovie can do, but I really want to just take the leap and buy the editing software that most YouTubers use, which is Final Cut Pro. But that would mean a lot of learning and time that I'm a little bit scared to take on right now, because if I'm being honest with you guys, we're gonna have to probably have a sit down, probably gonna have to figure out what my uploading schedule will be and get an idea, because I'll be starting grad school here in a few months, and I'm not sure what the nature of my channel will even be, because I really want to share my life with you guys, like especially whenever I'm in grad school, because I think that would be really encouraging. But I also don't want to like stress myself out and almost die trying to like make these videos, if that makes sense. So you're probably gonna have to like bear with me, but like I really want to try to make it work, because the stuff that I'm going to grad school for, I want to share that with you too, because occupational therapy can have me talking for days. So I would just love to kind of share some of those concepts and stuff with you along the way, and like also my grad school experience. But that's for down the road. We'll figure it out, fam. We got it. But let's continue on, because I'm getting into almost 15 minutes and I cannot stand editing for hours. It's hard. I don't know, I like editing, but it's just time consuming. So, and I don't want you guys to be watching forever, so let's get this show on the road. So this is my perfume from the same brand that my purse was from whenever I got it in Italy, and this is in Delicate Rose. This perfume has been amazing. I got it while I was in Italy, but I've been pretty sparing on using it because I was just like, you know, I want to savor it. But I've been using it a lot more lately because it has a really nice rose, like spring yummy smell, and I just feel like it's perfect for right now. So I've been using it a lot and I love it. And then I wanted to talk about my skincare line. I've always mentioned it, but I just wanted to show you. So I use the RE9 line from Arbonne. I love it. I will link it down below. If you are interested in this kind of stuff, please let me know in the comments down below. But this skincare is Hot Fire Flames bomb. Cannot beat it. I have tried going with something else and it just, nothing compares for me. My skin loves this stuff. It's good to me. It's anti-aging. It's protecting. It is certified vegan, gluten-free. It is amazing. And it is developed in a different country where the laws for the quality control on them are so much more strict than what the United States allows. So there is much better quality in these products in particular. And I've also been using the Genius pads from Arbonne, and this is a game changer as well. These are skin resurfacing pads that you use in the nighttime because they have retinol in them, and you don't want to like go out in the sun with retinol on because it's a little bit more harsh when the sun hits, I guess. Not scientific, you know, but overnight these are a gentle resurfacing. They have no burn, no itch, no anything like that. They are very gentle, very calming. I love them, and they make a huge difference in taking off like that layer of just dead skin and things that don't need to be there. They lift impurities, and they are taking away some of the scarring that I have from my mole removal right under my glasses. So I will show you like updates along the way, but I just started using these a couple weeks ago, so it's been really awesome. My skin looks better than it ever has, and I think it's because of them. And I have been using the Advanced Prep Work gel eye masks. These are amazing. They're cooling. They make you look like you got 8 hours of sleep even if you didn't, and I just love them. They are awesome. They feel so rejuvenating, and they make me feel like I had a full night's sleep. So these are amazing. They have 60 of the masks, so 30 pairs, so 30 uses. So this is a month's worth, and they're around $50 unless you are a preferred client, then they're 40, and if you're a consultant, I think they're around 30, somewhere in there. But I love them. These are so worth it. These are good. These are good, good, good. Other than that, I have just a few more things. So clothing, this is definitely some stuff that I have had for a little bit. These are jeans from JCPenney's, and they are very stretchy, very comfortable, not tight fitting. They have tummy control, which is amazing, and I have been fitting in these even better with the changes that I've been making. But they also come in like really pretty colors, and they look really cute, and I really love them. And they don't look like mom jeans, but they also aren't like these tight, like sucking on your thighs kind of jeans, and they feel really good, and they make me feel better about myself because they're flattering in all the right places. And I just think that they are the perfect jean for me right now, and I love them. And they're not like too hot or too like bulky, I guess. I don't know, I've been loving them. I think they're perfect for the winter and transitioning into spring. Another thing that I wanted to mention were these sports bras from Aerie. They're from the Chill Play Move collection, and these are super duper comfortable. I love them. I got them in these two colors, and I want them in like 10 other colors. I want all of them. So I love those. Those have been awesome. So my last and final thing is the Martha Stewart Wedding Ideas and Inspiration book. I love this because it is super fun. It has the most amazing pictures and inspiration, but it also has really great tips and really great ideas. So I really like this. It's been really fun to kind of like flip through it and get some ideas, but in all honesty, wedding planning right now is basically non-existent. I haven't really picked my bridal party. I think I've mentioned it before, but I really don't plan to until a little closer to my wedding because things change, and it's just like a lot of stuff that is gonna go on once I do pick my bridal party, and I'm really excited for it, and I just don't want to rush it because I just feel like everything with wedding planning is just so much. So I just kind of like want to take my time, do a little bit by little bit, and hopefully it'll fall into place. But I don't know, but I will give you guys updates along the way. I cannot wait to take you along the journey of wedding planning and like taking you with me while I do all this stuff because I'm really excited. I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this really long video. Sorry for it being so long. I'm gonna do my best to cut it down, but I know it'll be a long one. But if you stuck with me this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing some of this random stuff. I will try to link some things down below, and I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.